Hello, and this is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey reporting to you for my TBC Live broadcast number 180. That's correct. 180 live broadcasts I've done since I started doing live broadcasts for the Billion Coin, as we refer to as TBC. I'd like to thank, first of all, my little Caleb. She's watching me, and also my loved one that's in Tennessee and anyone in my other family, because I have a lot of family a lot of people from Virginia that went to Tennessee, that's out there right near the coast of where our dangerous storm is headed. Hopefully we won't get hit too much, but I'm not nowhere near that coast. Actually, I'm at my home with my niece, and she has a nice home here. It's really calm here. It's a little cloudy outside, but she has a beautiful home. It's very calm. I got plenty of room here. So hopefully I'll get to do a live broadcast tomorrow, but I'm doing one today. I decided to go ahead and do one because I missed out on my broadcast. I missed the last two days. I want to say thank you so much, Kayla, for being there for me. If you're there, and I believe I have Israq here also here. Okay, from Bangladesh. There's wonderful Bangladesh community doing wonderful things over there in terms of their send button meeting they had the other day, and just expanding their community and focused. And like Randy said, I'm gonna expand on that, being aligned. That's what my topic is, being aligned with TBC. And I want to make sure that you also, I really believe that their leader, Mizanor, is really doing a good job with Israq and the rest of the Bangladesh community, making sure they are in line, make sure they're following the right things that in the Billion Coin they should be following. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know. Look out here. I don't know how many viewers I have today. Some of them may come in later. I don't know if they even come. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to do this live broadcast. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. I think I saw one person on the chat. Let me see here. Hold on a minute. If little Kayla here again, I'm back, dear. Sorry I wasn't here, but that's the way it is sometimes, Okay, hold on a minute here. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Susan Harder. I know that you and your husband, y'all truckers, y'all travel around all the U.S. I was wondering how y'all go from Alberta, Canada to be in California, and then one moment in Arizona. You're different places, so I know y'all on the road a lot. I commend you for all your efforts that you do. Okay. All right. Okay. It's so great. Again, it's so great to have you here. But first, I actually talk about my topic. I want to go over our blog. Okay. So I just do a screen share. And I already got the blog up. And I just want to go down here. I know that y'all probably noticed, but we now have business cards that we can print out. Okay. You can print them out. This is now in our Pickle Cash back office. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let me log back out and log back in because I know it's been idle for a while. How do you find those cards? You go into marketing and you see business cards. Here's I was just showing you. You just put in your name and your phone number, your Facebook URL link, and your email, and submit. Okay. Then another page will open up with actually all the information that's on this business card. Okay. You just print it out. Now I recommend do not print it out on regular copying paper. Get some card paper, and it's really good if you get some some type of shiny card paper or whatever. Get the thickness is so important, okay? So you can actually print them out and get them cut out properly. All right. Okay. And I would recommend that you take them somewhere to do it. If you can't cut them out properly or have them some way to separate them, make sure you have a professional cut them out for you, because sometimes you don't want to be a card is not cut perfectly. Okay. So they come out as a sheet normally. All right. So now, like admin said, they said they would actually do this for us. Now you can hand these to your recruits or your prospects. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let me go back out here. All right. Let's go back on our blog. And this was important. This was out just what? This was out about our cruise. This is our cruise director, Mr. Mbek Derrick of Cameroon. Okay, he did a great live broadcast regarding this, about cruise information, things you need to know. If you haven't looked at this video, you really need to watch it. Okay, you really need to watch that. Okay. All right. I know some of my people are in cash flow coaching. That's great. Thank you. Hey, how you doing, Jacob? Thank you for being here, sir. Okay. And this last one is what I'm going to talk about. Randy talked about in his live broadcast today. He was talking about alignment. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time with you all today, unless I have some people to come on with me. But I want to say that it's so important that we all stay aligned as members of TBC. See, it's so important that we cannot have people doing. Let me come out of this so I can talk, so you can see me as I talk to you. This. So it's so important that we do not have people that's having their own agenda, okay? And then we have our agenda. Now, our agenda is following the blog, because that is our main source of information at blog.thebillioncoin.info. Now, if someone is doing something else out there, not actually being a student of the blog, like I also highly recommend, they're not even reading the blog, okay? So it's so important that we do exactly what admin asked us to do. It is truly vital that we do, because if we're doing everything step by step, as in the fast start system, which is essentially is a TBC system. If we're going through every step by step by step, not jumping over the broadcaster's part, which often people like to do. See, somehow people are afraid to be a broadcaster. Okay? But if you go through step by step by step, would you say that person is in line with the actual cash flow system, which essentially is the what? The fast start system. If you're doing exactly what it says, if you're using the scripts just like what it says, if you're doing those things, then you'll become in line. But if you're deviating from that, if you're deviating from that and have your own agenda, then you're not following the TBC, the Billion Coin Fast Start system. Essentially, what you're doing, you're starting something else. You're creating something else, hoping to have someone interested in your opportunity, or hoping to produce some cash flow. So think about this now. If you can't help someone in poverty, now our admin has put everything in place for us to be in line. But we still have some people out there that's following other systems they call TBC. They got these Telegram groups. They have these Facebook groups. They're talking about exchanges. They're talking about how to cash out a TBC with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a what? Is a market-based coin. Our coin is an abundance-based coin. It's like apples and oranges. Okay? The only thing we use right now, and remember this, the only thing we use a market-based coin is for cash centers, paying for our Crinkle Cash back office with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. Only three that we use to pay that $10 fee. That's the main reason we have everybody wanted to be, want us to be cash centers. That's the only way. That's the only way. Become a cash center. Stay in line. Stay aligned with TBC. Make sure that you're following every single thing that's written right in our blog. If you do word for word, you can't lose. Admin has put it all out there for us to win. Do you want to win? Okay. Thank you so much, Donna. Gordon, haven't seen you in a while. So great to have you from Ontario, Canada. I know you haven't probably been well. Thank you so much. TBC Revolution, thank you so much for being here, sir. I want to say to all of you, I want to just stop just a moment to thank all of you for being there for me worldwide. I've had so many people reach out to me. This monster hurricane coming our way. It's been downgraded to a category 2. It's about 105 miles an hour, still dangerous, gusting about 125 miles per hour. But it's slow. The danger is this. It's slowing down, moving. It's hovering around. It's already Cape Hatteras coast of North Carolina. See, where I actually live is in Virginia, but I'm right on the state line. Also, right 15 minutes driving distance from Chesapeake Bay out to the Atlantic Ocean. There are many lakes and rivers all in our area. I'm not that far from where they talked about on TV about Wilmington. I'm not a long ways from there. And so this hurricane is like 400 miles wide. So it covers our area along with their area. So what I had to do for myself and my mother, my sister, and I got some other family members coming this way, my kids. The thing is that we had to move over 1 million people, well over 1 million people from the East Coast, all the way from South Carolina, all the way up North Carolina, up to us and Abon. My friend here that's watching me in Tennessee, her whole family from Virginia Beach is with her. We had to move out of this area. Now, I know I'm not talking about TBC now, but I'm just letting you all know that we made preparations before this storm came. That was the smart thing to do. We've been through storms before. Okay? But I want to say thank you for everybody that was actually reached out to me and have me in your prayers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I want to say one thing, add for Juzanne. Randy said during his live broadcast that she reached out to him. And I know she's getting, going through her treatment, but she said she's hanging in there. She's doing okay for the most part, I believe he said. But all I know is that let's keep us in her prayers. Juzanne Parker from New Zealand. Because, she hasn't been doing live broadcasting in about a month or so. So let's make sure we keep her in our prayers. Okay, Samuel, thank you so much for being here. All right. Thank you so much, TBC Revolution. But guys and ladies, I'm doing well. I'm doing actually well. I'm just I'm not home. I'm at my niece's home. Her and her husband's home. They got 2 little kids, 2 and 5 years old. Everybody, they're going to work. I'm down in the basement. The basement is very nice, very roomy. I got all my needs. Praise God, So I'm gonna hopefully I get to do my live broadcast tomorrow. I gotta see how things go here because I don't know what. The thing about hurricanes, they estimate the best way they can, but they don't know what's gonna do. Once it hits the coast, it could just start going up. They think it's gonna go down a little bit, but it could go up more my direction. So I don't know. I just don't know. But I think it's gonna be horrific flooding, particularly in North Carolina, and possibly in my area too. I just hope that it doesn't be too bad in my area when I get back. I'm about 3.5 hours north driving distance, about 200 miles. If people know what miles, I know they use kilometers in other countries, but we still use miles. So it's about 200 miles away. Okay. All right. So, but back to what I was saying. It is so important to stay aligned with our system here, the Billion Coin. And I wonder, I know y'all probably wonder, why do people call me Tyrone sometimes? Why do I always talk about the fast start system? Why do I always talk about cash flow? You see, we have to unlock the value of that coin. We have to be an example ourselves for people that's in poverty. Because if you're not an example, how do you expect to help someone else in poverty? How would you know exactly how to help them? Do you know how to help them? Do you know how? I'm looking forward to going to Africa with Randy in November. I hope that admin still plans on doing this. I haven't heard anything about tickets for the cash flow conference. I don't know whether Ghana and South Africa got their 500 that's supposed to have. I don't know what's going on with that, but admin probably will have some information out there regarding that. Because if admin feels like we don't have enough people to come, I know Cameroon and Nigeria, they overbooked. They did what that's with South Africa and South Africa. South Africa did not have the 500 needed. So I hope that they do get that 500 needed. I hope so. I certainly hope so. Now, what's as important that back to alignment. One way to stay aligned, and this is the number one way I stay aligned. I don't know what's your number way, but this is my way. I became a student of the blog, of the blog. That's what I do. That's what I do. Okay? I don't miss not one single thing of the blog. Not one thing of the blog. Not one. Not any blog post, not any video. I've actually went through every blog post ever presented on the blog. I wonder how many people can actually stake that claim. That's in the Billion Coin. Because I consider myself a student of the blog. Do you consider yourself a student of the blog? Because when you're a student of the blog, you stay aligned with the mission of the Billion Coin. Yes. In fact, at the end of this fast start system, it says what? Study the blog. It's right there. The last thing, study the blog. So you always know what's going on. I got a guy by the name, I think it's William Johnson, call him Bill. And we talk over the phone because he was misled when he paid like $1,600 worth of TBC back in the earlier days. He gave his money to some people. And he got his coin, but then misled him thinking that in 6 months he'll be able to cash out. He was misled. He had no leadership. So I'm leading him the right path that he should be going on. So he's like learning all over again. He was on one of my live broadcasts, and he saw my leaders in Bangladesh and everybody talking to me, and he didn't know what was going on. He didn't know what we were doing. He didn't know what we meant. So I'm going with him step by step on exactly what he should be doing. He has to understand that TBC is not a bank. It's not an investment. It's not in a charity. You're making a purchase of Crinkles, which is TBC, And that $100, yes, will turn over $1 million or maybe $1 billion if you're a broadcaster. But you got to know how that happens. And we have to make sure we teach those people. Teach your people the right way so they will stay aligned. Teach them what you learn in the fast start system. Just don't take that information that Randy is teaching you in cash flow coaching and keep it for yourself. Multiply that knowledge with others. Teach them the same thing. Get them involved in that cash flow coaching. You see? And you will see our community expand to astronomical proportions in people, in amounts of people coming to our community. Like I said before in the past, we had 25 to 50,000 people joining a day of our community last year, the second part of last year. And some of those people are now orphans. How can we get those more people, some of those orphans of TBC? Orphans are those people that their leader or whoever signed them up left them for whatever reason, or left the Billion Coin. Okay? Okay? So make sure that you follow the system. All right? Okay? All righty. Okay? All right. Now, does anyone got any questions at all before I get ready to end this live broadcast? Anybody got anything? I want to talk about staying aligned, following the system. Randy said I was diligent. I would say I'm a little diligent because I hadn't planned to do any live broadcast this week. I'll be honest with you, based on what's all going on. I was in the traffic coming here. But I just could not, I couldn't see myself abandoning doing what TBC admin wants me to do. They expect me to be a leader, to do the right things. I just couldn't do it. I just had to present today. So I think my loved one in Tennessee that encouraged me, you know, if you're able to do the broadcast, do it today. And I said, you know one thing, that's a great idea. I think I would do that. Thank you. Thank you so much, dear. You know, it's just so much, you know, people that understand that with all this happening with this storm, it really can take your mind away from a lot of things that, because we're talking about people saving lives here. This is a dangerous, dangerous storm headed our way. And it's been heavy on my mind. So it wasn't that TBC was off my mind, but I had to think about family, making sure my family was safe. You know, as y'all know, I have a 92-year-old mother. Yes, she's in her right mind, but she's elderly and she doesn't move very fast. She cannot move fast anymore. So I got to make sure, I got to make enough time to make sure she's away from this thing. All right. So nobody, okay. Oh, Michael. Ogazine, that's nice to see you here again. It's been a while since I've seen you here. That's great, great, great. So great to have everyone here. So great to have everyone here. Today is what, Thursday? I believe TBC Revolution will be having his broadcast tomorrow. I hope I can make your live broadcast tomorrow, Femi. He's a great live broadcaster. A lot of you are missing a treat if y'all miss TBC Revolution broadcast. He actually does his broadcast usually on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Saturday. Okay. Israq is becoming a great leader. Haven't been in TBC even good 2 months, but it seems like he's been doing it forever because he's a great speaker in his Bangladesh language. He does a great job speaking English, you know, the best he can, as well as some of the other people in the Bangladesh community. There's some great people in that country. I hope one day I actually meet all of them in person. That would be awesome. Okay, well, if nobody's got any questions or anything, I'm going to get ready to end. And like I said, continue to keep me in your prayers. I will be back hopefully my area probably by Monday or maybe Tuesday of next week. You know, if this thing just get out of the way soon, you know, I just got to make sure my area is safe to come back. You know, if there's a lot of flooding, water everywhere, then I don't know when I'll be back. But that's not going to stop me from doing live broadcasts because I'm okay. I'm safe here at this present time. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for all. And remember, like I said before, stay aligned. If you're a part of TBC, stay aligned and listen to leaders, not just me, Randy, you know, Lawrence Malecki, Femi. I could thank Diana Gordon, many people that's here on this chat and around the world. In fact, Derek and Favor. Oh gosh, it's so many. I can just name Shireen's a TBC prayer war. I'd be so glad to see Juzanne back, you know, because she's an excellent broadcaster out of New Zealand. The New Zealand community is growing. They may not have a lot of people in TBC as well as Bangladesh may not have a lot of people in TBC, but that doesn't matter. Start from where you're at and build and build and build. And get people involved in TBC, not to be just joiners, but builders. Get other builders and make sure those people are aligned with the system. With the fast start system, make sure they're aligned with it. Make sure that everybody's talking the talk, walking the same walk. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? You all have a wonderful day. And again, thank you for all your prayers. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow. I'm not sure, but hopefully I will. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.